Hello students, today we will discuss a topic of class 6, subject biology, chapter 5, adaptation. Students, in the previous video we have discussed the first key concept, habitat, in which we have discussed the different components of a habitat, different types of habitats. We have also seen the definition of adaptation. Students, today we will discuss adaptation in some details. We will also start the third key concept, adaptations in aquatic habitats. So now let us start adaptation. Students, plants and animals that live in different habitats differ greatly. For example, in an aquatic habitat like pond, you find fish, water lily, water hyacinth, etc. Imagine what will happen if you keep fish out of water. It will not survive as it has developed features which help it to live only in water. It has not developed features that help it to live in air, and that's why it will die. Fish has developed features that help it to survive in water. What are the features? Let us see. It has gills, fins, scales, tail. So these are the features developed by fish to survive in water. Similarly, other organisms also develop features which help them to survive in their particular habitat. These features, the presence of features or certain habits which help an organism to live in a particular habitat is called adaptation. So, this presence of features in an organism that help that organism to live in a particular habitat is called adaptation. Students, living organisms adapt to their habitat by following ways. There are three ways by which they adapt to their habitat. First is changes in body like fins, hump, thick fur, etc. Changes in behavior like hibernation during winter means deep sleep during the winter season. This is change in behavior. This is also a type of adaptation. And another type of adaptation is changes in location. Migration in search of food and warmth. Animals migrate from one place to another in search of food and warmth. This is also a type of adaptation. Now students, let us start the third key concept, that is adaptation in aquatic habitats. Adaptations in aquatic habitats. It is in two parts, adaptations in plants and adaptations in animals. We will discuss today adaptations in plants. Adaptations in aquatic plants. First, we will discuss the types of aquatic plants. Immersed, submerged and floating. There are three types of aquatic plants. Immersed plants means the plants whose roots are in the soil, in the pond's soil, but the leaves emerge out of the surface of water. They are called immersed plants. Then submerged plants. All the parts of plant are inside the water. They are called submerged plants like hydrilla. Then floating plants are those plants whose all parts are floating on the surface of water like water hyacinth. Now come to the adaptations in plants. Roots are reduced. Roots are very small as water is plenty, and that's why they need not develop long strong roots, and that's why roots are very small and reduced. Stems are long, hollow and thin as they need not develop strong stems, They have very thin and long hollow stems so that they can bend along with the water movement. They have air chambers that allow plants to float in water. Lastly, leaves. Adaptation of leaves. The adaptation in leaves are different according to the different types of plants. In emerged plants, leaves are plate-like, broad leaves. Example, lotus. In lotus, the leaves are broad and plate-like. Submerged plants, leaves are narrow and ribbon-like, like hydrilla. They are ribbon-like so that water currents can pass through the leaves and the plants are undamaged. Then lastly, floating. In floating plants, the leaves are large, circular. Leaves are very large and circular, like water hyacinth. In water hyacinth, this floating plant, the leaves are large and circular. These are the adaptations in aquatic plants. Now students, I am giving few assignments. What are the different ways in which organisms adapt to their habitats? And list the adaptations in aquatic plants. Do these assignments in your fair notebook. Thank you.